So today we're going to talk about fats and fatty acids, and one of the things we do a lot in the program is talk about the role of inflammation and obesity. So really when we talk about fats and fatty acid pathways, what we really want to talk about is inflammation, which as we know is a fundamental part of the disease of obesity, as well as heart disease and other diseases. So I did a little drawing here. We're going to actually start at the bottom. In the bottom, what we want to know is our goal is to decrease inflammation. That's what we want to get to. And there are two ways of getting there in this pathway. And one way is in the omega-3 pathway. So omega-3s are like you hear about, you take omega-3 pills. What you really want to get out of it are two chemicals called EPA and DHA. And those make prostaglandins that are good, and they decrease inflammation. And this is really important. Above here are other things that you eat, and your body converts it down, and converts it down with chemistry. The last conversion before you get to EPA uses an enzyme called delta-5 desaturase. So this is what we want to have happen. Now over here is the omega-6 pathway. And the omega-6 pathway, just like the other pathway, has many different fats in it. And it goes down, down, down to something called DGLA. And then there's a fork in the road. And this is a really important fork. If there's a lot of delta-5 desaturase around in the body, it will go down and increase inflammation via arachidonic acid. We don't want that. If there's not a lot of delta-5 desaturase around, it will actually go to more prostaglandins that are good for us, that decrease inflammation. So here's where the linchpin is. As long as you eat enough omega-3, your body will use up the delta-5 desaturase, because that's what it would rather do, to make all the good stuff. But if you're not eating enough omega-3, or you're eating too much omega-6, there'll be enough delta-5 desaturase left over that it will send us down to increase inflammation. So what's the bottom line? It really is a balance between eating omega-3s and omega-6s. You'd like to have 4 omega-6s for every 1 omega-3, even better be 1-to-1. But the typical diet is 15 omega-6s to 1 omega-3. We're eating way too many omega-6s. The other lesson is the role of EPA and DHA, which we prescribe for some patients directly. You can get EPA and DHA through high-quality supplements that directly decrease your inflammation, and we use that in our treatment as well. I'm Dr. Robert Woodbury at Healthy Steps.